Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. John Ritchie sitting here with, talking to on the phone, the great Brian Jones. Bri, just as simple as you could put it, because everyone tries to, and I don't think anyone has a real answer for this, but maybe you have a definite opinion after all that's happened, especially recently. Is there a future for Tim Tebow in the NFL at all?
Only if he switches position. And if there's a reason the Denver Broncos didn't want him, there's a reason when the Jets put him out there on the trading block that no one wanted him. They don't think they can win with him. And, yes, he has that very great win for them in the playoffs versus the Steelers, and he did beat the Jets. That's one reason they went out and got him. But you talking about a marriage that was doomed from the beginning. All the press coverage. This young man, while he was excellent, he was tremendous in college, Heisman Trophy winner, of course. The pros, and Jonathan is a totally different animal. He had some success there. And if he was so great, why would John Elway want to get rid of him? He didn't think he could win with him in the future as their quarterback. And you've got to have a perfect scenario, perfect team if you're going to win with this type of player. He is not as refined a passer as you want. This is a passing league. Everything in the NFL is predicated on you having a quarterback who's a hell of a player. You look at Mark Sanchez right now. He's like the type of guy who can elevate a team's play. If he's got great players around him, he's a pretty good player. But that's not a knock on him. That's just how it is. And there are not that many great ones. That's why teams are always looking for one. They're looking for a Brady. They're looking for a Peyton Manning who can make guys better. Brady seems like he has a turnover at the wide receiver position each and every year, but yet he still excels. And Tim Tebow couldn't do that, and I think he's going to have to move to an H-back. He's got to play tight end. I've been saying this for some time.
There's such a problem with that, though. Well, the problem with that is the guy's never blocked in his life.
I agree.
And there's just no way that he can develop his ability to block people. The technique involved, it takes years and years of honing, and that's what you do in high school and college. If he's just thrown into he will get destroyed at another position.
Well, he's a strong kid, big strong kid, and I that's the only hope I see for him, John. Or if he goes up to Canada and becomes a better passer than he is now.
Yeah, he's a jerk off.
I wonder if it's a backhanded move that the Jets waited until after the draft to release him when other teams have gone and met their needs. They've gone and drafted quarterbacks, so now there's less opportunity for teams to pick them up.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on there, but he's a guy who didn't make a ton of noise sitting in that situation, which was a bad situation all season long, and he knew that. So to his credit, he wasn't really moaning and groaning and bitching about being in that situation.
Yeah.
So I would hope that they weren't doing this young man a disservice by holding on to him that long, or maybe they were. We don't know. Maybe they were.
Maybe they were just waiting for someone to trade. Yeah, maybe they were just hoping someone would trade in the draft. But they ended up doing him a disservice.
It's a fascinating story that keeps getting better, so we'll see what happens about him and the Jets. Real quick to end this, Brian, of course, the top 10 sluttiest colleges, the list has come out. And we want to know, I'm going to just throw out some colleges here that are on the list. You tell us if you've banged either a guy or a girl at any of these places.
That question is better for John.
Number 8. Guess what number 9 is? Texas, baby.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Number 9 is Texas, and this is the criteria they take under consideration. Slutty Twitter accounts, condom sales, pregnancy rates, STD rates, single mothers, kinky sex among students, appearances in porn and sex tapes. Number 10 is Kansas. Number 9 is your alma mater, Texas, baby.
Hey, man, you're talking about the Harvard of the South, and none of those things were ever going on when I was attending there. We were nothing but honest farmers, so I don't know who came up with this list, but apparently things have changed since I was there.
Yeah, well.
Please tell me UCLA's not on there, because that's where I started my career. And
UCLA? UCLA? No, it's not. It goes. I'll give you the list. It's number 10 is Kansas. Cough twice if you banged abroad here at one of these places. Number 10 is Kansas. Number 9, Texas. Number 8, Indiana. How about the Hoosiers? Wisconsin's number 7, UMass or UAss.
He coughed.
No, yeah. Number 5, Miami. Number 4, Arizona State. Number 3, Florida, or number 3, Florida, or Horrida State, as we now call it. Number 2 is University of Georgia. Who hasn't banged abroad from there? And number 1, Slutkers, as they're calling it. Interesting stuff. Well,
that is just terrible.
well, we know in Texas. We know in Texas.
That is just raw.
Yeah, we know in Texas. In Texas, you had to do some damage. I mean, come on, you went there for crying out loud.
Come on, hey, honest farmer. That was it. I just went to school, kept my head down, my knees up. That was it.
Your knees up.
To school, into the dorm.
Okay, all right, fine. You know what? This show is your friend. We're going to accept that as gospel. Now, okay. So at Brian Jones, and again, the name of your show is The Mojo Show, correct?
The Mojo Show, 6 to 10 Eastern Time on CBS Sports Radio. That's right.
Hey, Brian, we love you. We're going to let you get back to tending to that headache, and we love you, man. Come back anytime and talk to us soon.
I'm going to pop in. I got to slap John around.
Yeah, you should, man. I want to see that. I want to see that happen. Brian Jones.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, guys. Great Brian Jones. We love him here.